Hi, my name is Helen and welcome to my upper body workout session where we're going to concentrate on doing strength exercises for the upper body. You can do these standing or seated. I'm going to remain seated today, and all you will need is a resistance band. So before we start, hopefully you are fit and healthy, you have some water to hand and you're wearing suitable clothing, and you have a sturdy chair if you're going to sit down. If at any point you feel dizzy or nauseous or faint, then please stop the exercising. Okay then, we're going straight into it. This does include a warm-up. I've got my chair a little bit at an angle, so hopefully you'll be able to see the exercise better, but I might move it around during the exercises as well to give you different perspectives. Of course, you just stay doing the exercise and I'll move around. Okay, fantastic. So, starting off with a little bit of a warm-up. Come away from the back of your chair if you're sitting in the back of the chair. Have your hands at the chest and we're just pushing forward with one hand and then the other. So getting that range of movement. My shoulders are back and down. My chest is up. I'm thinking about sitting tall. Okay, just pushing one hand forward and then the other. Okay, and then switching to prayer holds. So, hands up, palms together with the chin, elbows in, and then we just take the elbows down and the hands down and then up again. So the elbows are coming down and out, the palms are staying together. Coming up and then coming down. Keep those palms together. Up to chin height. And then down. Lovely. Let's switch to some punching. So my fists are lightly clenched as if I'm holding a butterfly, and we're just taking it in and out from the chest. A little bit of twisting around the waist if you want, moving those shoulders as well. That's up to you. Just warming up our upper body for the workout. Keeping going. Sitting away from the back of that chair. Nice and tall. Okay, hands down by the side, and then we're going to take them up to the shoulders, then down to the side and up to the shoulders. If you are using a chair, this is going to be much easier if you have a dining room chair that doesn't have arms. You'll have the space then. Now let's take those hands all the way down and then bring them up to the shoulder again, keeping those upper arms into the body. Okay, let's have some shoulder circles. So we're taking the shoulders up, back and down. So just large circles with the shoulders, mobilising those shoulder joints. Warming them up. Up, around, squeeze and down. Lovely. Hands to shoulders, and then we're just going to press up with one and then the other one. Last little bit of this upper body workout. If you're feeling okay, you might want to then change to two. Lovely, and come down. Fantastic. That's the warm up over with. Let's get into the main session. In the main session, we'll be doing 6 different exercises. Each exercise we will do 3 times. What you'll need is your resistance band. We're going to start with our chest press. So put that band underneath the arms or round the back of the chair if you prefer. Chest up, shoulders relaxed. Have the band so it's coming between that thumb and the next finger, okay? So it's underneath the thumb and coming out the top so it doesn't pull against your thumb joint. Are we ready? Here we go. We're going to push forward and then slowly bring that band back. I'm going to just change position, pushing forward and then slowly coming back. I'd like you to keep going. Now, If you can only get out to here, what I'd like you to do is just walk your hands up the band a bit so that you can get that full range of movement. Better to loosen the band, which enables you to get that full range of movement in. Pushing forward and then slowly coming back. Lovely. Think about sitting tall, push forward, and then slowly, hands and elbows staying up. And back. Okay. Now we're going to change to the next exercise. We're going to do our upper back. So have the band on the knees, hands underneath, palms facing up. Here we go. We're going to bring that band up a little bit, pull it apart, take it back. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Counting for 3 before bringing it back, then releasing and then relaxing. So take that band up to about waist, elbows in, pull it apart. Take those elbows back past the body, squeeze the shoulder blades together, trying to get those muscles in between the shoulder blades. Holding it for that count of 3, before bringing those hands forward, release and relax. Continue on with these. Remember, we count to 3 when we're squeezing those shoulder blades together, then bringing the band forward, then release, then relax. Trying to get those hands a little bit wider than the elbows as you take it back. Fantastic. Moving on to the next exercise, bicep curls. So take that band underneath both feet and then hands by the knees with tails coming up front. So coming up the top. Elbows in, pull those hands up to the shoulder and then slowly let them come down again. Don't let them just ping back, you want to control it. Keep those upper arms in, elbows stay pointing to the floor. Controlled both ways, so pulling up and then controlling it on the way back. I'm going to show you that side view. Those upper arms tucked into the body, pulling up and then coming back down again, slowly. Slowly down. Fantastic. Got time for one more. Excellent. Okay, this time bring the band across your knees. Hold it with your palms facing down. So your palms are facing down, your hands are on your knees. What I'd like you to do, pull that band apart a little bit and bring it up in front and then slowly back down again. Keep that tension on the band. I've pulled that band apart just a little bit and now I'm bringing it slowly up, keeping those arms straight and then taking it back down to the knees. Can you see how my back is nice and straight? So I'm sitting up tall, shoulders back and down, chest up, keeping that resistance on the band as you come up and you come down. If it feels a little bit too much, when you do bring it down, you can just let the resistance go for a moment and then pull apart and do the next one. Up and slowly down. Should be feeling this in the shoulders. Bring it up, just to shoulder height, no higher, and then slowly down. Lovely. Okay, put the band underneath your feet. Okay, like the biceps, but this time we want the thumb pointing down. So I'm holding it with the thumb pointing down. Now just one side at a time, I'm going to pull that arm back behind and then come back. So I'm pulling that hand straight behind me and then slowly coming back to the starting position. You can see that band underneath my front foot. My other arm's not moving. It's holding the band still, but it's not doing anything. It's just one arm at a time. We're working the triceps. So I'm going to pull back, keep that arm straight-ish. There's always going to be a slight bend at the elbow, but I'm not bringing it up like this. I'm taking that arm back, trying to get this muscle here and back. Keep those shoulders pointing forward. Don't let yourself be turned. Pulling back. And forward. And then again. Pull back. Fantastic. Okay, going to do the other side. So hopefully you're already holding the other band. As I said, you don't need to do these movements on a chair. I'm just changing the viewpoint. Okay, again, thumbs pointing down, pulling back behind. And back. Other hand's not doing anything. In fact, you can even drop the band on the floor the other side if you want. Keep that chest up, the shoulders back and down. Pulling that band straight back behind you. And back. Leading with that hand, don't let the elbow take over. Bring it back and then forward. Bringing it back and then slowly forward. Fantastic. Okay, so those are the 6 exercises we're going to do. We've got to go through them each twice more. So take that band, put it underneath your arms. When you're ready, off you go. Push forward and slowly back. Now you can push forward nice and fast, that power, and then slowly resist against that band as it wants to come back. If you want to make this exercise more difficult, you could do it against the wall, so you could do that wall press. Or, when you bring out those hands, you can cross them above and back, underneath and back, and then bring them to the chest. It's up to you which variation you want to do. You can just do in and out, and that's fine. Slow, considered, controlled. Or you can take it out, cross over, cross under, and then slowly back. Okay, moving on to the upper back. So band back over the knees. Palms facing up, elbows in. So we take the band up a bit, elbows in, pull the hands apart. Take those elbows back past the body, squeeze the shoulder blades together. 3, 2, 1. Bring them forward. Then release the band and then relax. Up. Elbows in. Trying to get those hands a little bit wider, not much, a little bit wider than the elbows. A little bit of external rotation in the shoulder going on. Take those elbows back. Slide them past the body and squeeze the shoulder blades together. Holding it for that count of 3 before bringing the hands forward, release and relax. Upper back exercises. Useful for opening doors, closing doors, getting in and out of bed. Anything that needs those large back muscles. Elbows in, pull those hands apart. Take those elbows back, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Remember that count of 3. Bringing it forward, release, relax. Okay, bicep curls. So, band underneath the feet, underneath the wide bit of both feet. Securely on the ground, tails out the top, hands by the knees, elbows in, pull up. Keep those elbows pointing towards the floor and down. We're going to change angles just to show you. So those upper arms stay glued to the side. Coming up and then down. So bring them up. The minute you start bringing those elbows forward, we bring another muscle group into play. So don't want to do that. Keeping those upper arms glued to the side, lower arms come up and down, with those elbows staying pointing to the floor. Pull up and down. If you've got the band so tight, you can only get it up to here. Loosen the band. Again, full range of movement for me if possible. Always aim to get that full range of movement. Okay, shoulder raise. Again, band on the knees, palms facing down. Think about your posture. Pull those hands apart a little bit. Bring them up to the shoulders and then slowly down. Now it's up to you. Either you can release the band and rest, or you can keep that resistance on and just bring it up again. So you can either rest between each rep, or you can just keep going with that resistance between the hands. Slowly up and slowly down. Only coming up to shoulder height. Keeping those arms, again, that's straight-ish. They might look straight, but there is a slight bend in the elbow. I'm not locking out the elbows. Keep going. Up. Lovely. Okay. Band back underneath the feet. As if you were doing the biceps, but this time it's the triceps. So up either side, but we've got the thumb pointing down this time. Pointing down so that you can pull that arm back and then back to the start position. So see my thumb's pointing down towards the floor, leading with the back of my hand, taking it back and then forward. Trying to target this muscle on the back of the arm. Done the biceps, now we're doing the triceps. You see how I'm leading with my hand. Okay, not with the elbow. I'm not pulling up with the elbow, leading behind with my hand. Pull, and then resist on the way back. Do the range of movement that's comfortable for you. Lovely. Have to do the other side. So if the other side wasn't doing anything, it might be holding the band from the front. So I'm just going, taking that arm behind. Same exercise, other side. Thumb pointing down the band, leading the back of the hand as you take it behind you. Pulling back. Okay. I'm just going to change position so you can see that better. And we're pulling behind. My arm straight-ish, always a slight bend in the elbow. Okay, second round, done. How's that upper body feeling? Let's have that round the back. Here we go, last time through. If at any point you need a break, just press pause, grab a drink. Press forward and then slowly back. Remember, 3 variations for this. You can either continue with the chest press, you can grab a wall and do a wall press, you can grab a kitchen counter if the wall press feels too easy, or you can cross those hands over and under and coming back again. Choose the version that works for you. And back again. Make sure you're sitting up tall. You're not letting the body push those arms forward. Slowly back. By that I mean you're not kind of lurching forward to do this. You want to keep the body nice and still. Keep going. Okay. Rest. Take the band to the front. Put it over the knees. Last time, upper back. Hands underneath, palms facing up. Up. Pull that band apart. Take it back. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. 3, 2, 1. Bring it forward. Then release. Then relax. Off you go. Okay. Squeezing those shoulder blades together. Hands a little bit wider than the elbows if you can. Keep the tension on when you bring the band forward before releasing. Last time round. Okay, onto our bicep curls. So once again, underneath the feet. Having those tails out the top of your hand. Elbows in, pull up. And then slowly down. Okay, elbows pointing towards the floor. Pull up. And then slowly down. Feels too easy? Walk your hands down the band. Feels too difficult? Can't get them up? Walk your hands up the band. The beauty of the resistance bands. Lovely. Got time for one more. Pulling up. And then slowly down. Excellent. Take those bands out from the feet. Band across lap. Palms facing down. Grab that band. Pull it apart a little bit. Bring it up. And then back down to the knees. If you're standing, it should go all the way from those thighs up to the shoulder height. Up. And down. Keep those shoulders back and down. Keep that resistance in between those hands. So I'm pulling that band apart. I'm away from the back of the chair, sitting tall. Arms coming out straight up in front. And down. Bringing it up. Lovely. Last exercise, 2 of them, because we have to do either side, but it's a tricep. So put it underneath the feet. Thumbs pointing down this time. Thumbs pointing down. Leading with that arm, take it straight behind. And back. Leading with that hand. You have to take the arm with it. Pulling back. And then bringing it forward. All of these movements are slow and controlled. That means our muscles have to do the work. Pull that hand back. Of course, there's a little bit of bend in my elbow. I'm not hyperextending my elbow. But it's a little bit of a soft kink. Take it back and forward. Scraping past my body, pulling it back and then forward. Last one, pulling back and then forward. Excellent. You can drop that side. We're going to the other side. You don't have to do this weird wiggly thing. It's just so that you can see better angles. Okay, pull back and forward. If it's too easy, walk your hand down. Pulling that back, slowly return. Control it on the way back. taking it back. Not letting my body go with it, not turning my body. This all stays square on straight. Just that arm coming back, trying to target this muscle, the tricep. Last exercise, last minute. And I'm going to stretch you out. Okay, pull back, leading with that hand. And forward. Going. Oh, and there's the mark. Lovely. So take that band and put it somewhere that's not in the way. Well done. So a little bit of an upper body workout there. Hope you enjoyed that. Let's just stretch out some of those muscles that we use this time. So we're going to start with our tree hug. So we take the hands round the front, clasp those hands together as if we're hugging a tree. And then we're going to push those hands away. Just going to open up that upper back. So keep those shoulders relaxed, pushing those hands away from us, opening up the muscles in between the shoulder blades, giving them a stretch. Lovely. Take the hands down to the side. If you've got the mobility, you can take them a bit behind. Then squeeze the shoulder blades and the elbows together to open up the chest. Really good one at the moment during lockdown. If you're spending a lot of time seated, hunched over reading or on the computer, just do this stretch a couple of times during the day, just to stretch out those chest muscles, squeezing the shoulder blades and the elbows together. And then relax, and then take one hand to the same shoulder, other hand underneath, just lift it up gently. And then bring it down, same other side, hand to shoulder. Assist it up, don't force it, just to where it wants to go. A little bit of a stretch down here. You can use your hand behind your back to walk yourself down a little bit further if you want. And then back down. One more, take your hands out to the side, thumbs pointing up. Rotate those thumbs to point down and then just take your arms a little bit back behind. A bit of a stretch for the bicep. And then come back and relax. Come back to the chair. Have a moment. Thank you very much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed that upper body workout. If you have any questions, then please don't hesitate to put a comment below or get in touch with me at Whole Life Fitness. Anyway, thank you and hope to see you next week. Bye.